Do you think there's any gangs that listen to our podcast?
I don't know if the whole gang gets together, but surprise some gang members that have listened for sure. Yeah, I think so. Let's see what these white boys up to today. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
100%. Cheers.
This episode of Two Bears, One Cave is brought to you by Saatva. We're huge fans of Saatva. And listen, you're going to spend a great deal of your life. On average, I think a quarter of your life is spent on a mattress, asleep, hopefully, or at least trying to get some sleep. And if you're not sleeping well, it might be because you don't have a good mattress. And you deserve to have a good mattress because, like I said, most of your life is going to be spent on one. Why not get a Saatva? I endorse them fully because I've been sleeping on Saatva mattresses for a decade now. I've had the luxury firm one. I've had the memory foam one. I have the Solaire that moves and vibrates. They're all fantastic. I endorse them all equally and fully. And I'll tell you, you will thank me for getting one. You can go to Saatva, SAATVA.com/theshit, and you get $200 off any mattress of your choice. I gave it that URL because I told them that their mattresses were the shit, and they are. Go to Saatva, SAATVA.com/theshit. Get $200 off any mattress of your choice, and you can thank me later.
I've told this dude's story so many times. It's one of my favorite comedy stories. And he just hit me up. He's like, just giving you a heads up, I'm the guy you're talking about in this story. His name's Adam Bloom. He's a comedian from the UK. I was told this by a bunch of British comics because I was... So, you know, I'm obsessed with stand-up. All I talk about stand-up. That's fucking all I give a shit about stand-up. And they're like, Adam Bloom's like that. So Adam Bloom had a girlfriend who wanted to break up with him. And she said, all you talk about stand-up. Can you go to dinner one night for 30 minutes, not talk about stand-up? And he goes, of course I can do that. She goes, you can do 30 minutes without talking about stand-up. He goes, yeah. Give me the light at 28. I fucking love that. He just hit me up on Twitter. He goes, just so you know, I'm the guy that you because I tell the story all the time and I always go, I don't know who the fuck it is. It's Adam Bloom.
Adam Bloom.
I just got into a bunch of UK comics. Like the UK comedy scene's fucking cool as fuck. Because they all do coke. They all they're fucking real, you know?
Yeah.
Our comedy scene, fuck, man.
How did those 2 weeks go?
I'm gonna have a drink right now.
Yeah, you want a drink?
Can you get me a drink, please, Nadav?
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. Fucking just someone to acknowledge how great my arms look. My arms look, look at this. I mean, that's like a fucking legit arm, dude. Look at that.
It's very legit.
Do you tremble when you flex your muscles? Ow. This is my baby arm. Not looking too bad.
Not too bad.
It looks fucking nice, dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel about getting recognized? Because did you know people were recognizing you at dinner?
Well, I was facing the wall. You were facing out.
Because I was looking at everyone looking at us.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good at it. You're better at it for sure.
Yeah. I think I always wanted it.
I think you really
if we're gonna be very candid, I think that this is going to sound like, what is this? Neutral? Real vodka seltzer juices. How about like a cup of ice? Let's really take this to the next level. If we're gonna be honest about it,
yeah.
I really think I really think that there is a thing that I say fame for lack of better words, but getting recognized, that it does to certain people, and I bet the majority of people that got into this business, it fixed them.
Fix them?
Yeah.
How so?
Low self-esteem.
But how does that fix it?
I'll tell you. So this is probably way too revealing. Here's the problem with me is that I say things on this show that I'm saying to you and don't realize I'm saying it to them also. That's my biggest fucking flaw. Not my biggest flaw. Wow. Let's do a list. Bert's biggest flaws.
Oh boy.
How fucking long? Give me a number of how many flaws you think I could just rattle off right now off the top of my head.
You could probably do 10 pretty quickly.
10 was my number. 10 was my number. Yeah. And accuracy is not one of my flaws. So we went to, when Georgia was a baby, you'll never experience this, interestingly enough. You'll never get this. When Georgia was a baby, we went to a very popular preschool for celebrities went there. Who played Steve Prefontaine? who's Billy Crudup went there.
Yeah.
Nardalos, Via Nardalos, Nia Vardalos, her husband Ian Gomez, Fred Savage, like a bunch of people. I was who I am today then, but I felt like a failure because we didn't have any money. Like I felt like a phony, like
yeah.
And I remember
Like you're like, oh, I'm in entertainment too.
Yeah, and I remember making a joke and it didn't go over well, and I was embarrassed for who I was, right? Like I didn't have confidence to just stand in the joke. It's a good joke. Fred Savage was playing with a bunch of kids, and all these moms were like, "He's really a great dad. He's really, really a great dad." I was like, in my head, I was like, "We're all fucking great dads." It's just like I'm hungover. He's not. That's why he's down on the floor, and I'm not on the floor. And so then they were like, "No, he is a great dad," but they go, "But you knew that, like knowing because we've known him his whole life, like watched him on TV, like." We knew he'd be a great dad. And I'm like, that's just, and then I just said, well, it's kind of shocking considering who his father was. And they're like, wait, who's his father? And I said, are you being serious? And they're like, yeah. I go, Randy the Macho Man Savage? And they're like, what? And I said, yeah, and his mom's beautiful Elizabeth. You didn't know that? And then they're like, oh my God, that would make sense. Hollywood kid. Yeah. And then someone came up to me and they're like, hey man, they're like, you don't do that. You can't talk shit about celebrity people or whatever. And I was so embarrassed. It was my sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I'd stand by it today, but I was so embarrassed that I was this loser. That, like that. And then when I got success in comedy, it made me feel I didn't overthink things. Like not even success. Like I think Travel Channel was like, that's all the level of success I needed.
Yeah.
But like, I remember not feeling like a loser. Like I felt like such a fucking loser dad. And then success makes you feel like, especially when someone goes, hey man, I watched your show last night. You're like, oh, I don't have to, I would sit there and
right.
over talk and be like, oh, I got these things going on. I'm going to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I fucking face fucked Michael Ian Black.
Yeah.
Man, that was like
on the table.
And then had to go to drop off.
I'm thinking of, by the way, how I definitely have and like if I were in that situation with your joke that didn't go over and someone don't do that, I would probably get banned from the school because I would just become completely antisocial personality disorder psycho, like being told don't do that. Would make me so crazy.
Oh, it made me crazy. You want to know how? It made me crazy because I was being...
oh my God, I just had a flashback to being crazy.
Let me hear it.
At this dog park in LA.
Yeah.
This is not... The origin of it is not telling a joke, but it is like a lady was in this park and they have in the dog parks there, a lot of times they're separated. Small dogs and big dogs. And this lady had her big dog in the small dog park. So I go, hey, little big to be on this side, don't you think?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, he's not dangerous. And I go, yeah, it's not a dangerous separation. It's small dogs and big dogs. She had a big fucking dog.
Yeah. Was her name Leanne?
Like 100-pound dog.
Because Leanne used to do that with Priscilla.
Oh.
She'd bring Priscilla into the little dogs. I go, baby. She goes, well, she thinks she's a little dog. I go, but she's not.
And that's...
But she's not.
Yes.
But she's not. And now I'm going to argue that this is because they were women that they were doing this. They were breaking the rules. They were breaking the... Wow, buddy.
Yeah.
They were breaking the rules because they did...
Yeah. And she was... And she was breaking the rule because nobody calls her out.
I just broke into a sweat.
Yeah, well, she did the same thing. She goes like, she's like harmless and she thinks she's a small dog. I go, oh, do you think that my small dog knows that your dog thinks that it's small?
Yeah.
I go, it looks like a fucking rhino next to this dog. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, and she started to like say something under her breath. And then, I don't know, I called her an asshole. And then she called over another man, like he was going to, I don't know, come to save her or something. And then I was just like, fuck you and fuck you too.
Dog parks are a place where craziness can break down.
Yeah, I lost my shit.
When we were at this school.
Because I had to fucking, by the way, take my dog out of there because I could tell he was scared
of the big fucking
of the
dog.
big dog. So I was like, "You're fucking up this park for everybody, you entitled cunt."
When we were at that school, we had the big closing day picnic, and Billy Crudup had broken up with his wife or his girlfriend, the one that they had a child with, and was dating, I think, like, I don't know, a new actress, famous actress. And someone we had a big closing day parade, or like a picnic, and someone took pictures of them at that picnic and sold it to like Star Magazine at our school. And of course, they all thought it was me.
They thought it was you?
Yeah, and I had I had a kid, so I had a camera. This is when cameras were like a thing. So, and I had a big lens on it, and so it looked like it should have been me. Like, like someone was like, "You did have a."
And then you show up with like new shit the next week, a new watch. They're like, "Hey,"
but they thought it was me, and I have that, whatever the thing is, where I behave guilty even if I'm innocent.
Yeah,
I behave guilty. So, and I fucking was like, Billy Crudup didn't think it was me. He didn't. But all the other parents did. And I was like, and I started behaving guilty and then I brought the camera everywhere because I was like, I want to make sure they know that I always had the camera.
New equipment all the time. Put like a thing over your head.
Hey, how long did Bonnie and Clyde date before they were they killed? Find that out for me. I was just curious about Bonnie and Clyde.
How many times have you been in love?
8th grade. Well, and I fall in love easy.
I believe that, but then looking back, don't you also go, "Oh, I thought I was in love," and then when you know you were in love, like they're different, right?
Well, if that's it, then it's just once, because it's Leanne. I could never. I always found flaws in all the women.
Well,
like,
finding flaws is normal. You should.
Yeah, but I would be disgusted by them. Like, just be like and then I cheated, and so like I was never. I don't think I was ever in love. Like I was like 8th grade, I was in love with that. In 8th grade, I probably could have. That was like the first time I ever experienced love, and that was like hard fucking core.
Yeah, it's overwhelming at that age.
Overwhelming. I remember she broke up with me, and I cried, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Whoa, this fucking sucks." And then 8th grade. Probably, I mean, I don't love, like I feel like one of the chicks that I dated in high school, I genuinely love her to this day, but she's more like a sister. Yeah. Like she was my sister's age, and we dated her. Yeah, I dated her, and so she, but I feel like she's a sister. Like I feel like we'll always have a connection of like, I think we were kind of like first loves, you know?
Sure.
But we were so young, we never had sex or anything. And then I would say I was definitely in love with my college girlfriend. And then the next one, so maybe 4 or 5. 4 or 5. You ever look at one of your ex-girlfriends now? And there was a chick I dated in 9th grade. I saw her on Instagram. She looks fucking better than she did in 9th grade.
Really?
I know. I'll pull her up. Please edit that out.
Oh, man.
Pull her up. Just edit that out. I saw her last night taking a shit on my Instagram. Let's go Instagram. Yep, that's her. That's her. 236 followers. Doesn't give a fuck about anything.
That's her right there?
Yeah. She looks better than she did in 9th grade. She's getting older. Maybe I saw a picture of her. Okay, never mind. Hard pass. Whatever. This just fucking spiraled into shit.
Yeah.
How many times have you been in love?
I think that's the thing is like that. I was making the point where I looked back and I was like, "Oh, that time I thought I was, but I wasn't." It was just like an infatuation.
I think that two of those, you could probably take them off my list.
Yeah, I think it's 3 total for me.
3. Yeah, I'm gonna go a solid 3.
Solid 3.
Would I cover up a murder for them?
Okay, at the time, 1, 2, 3, yeah, all 3 at the. Yeah, I mean now I'd have to let the one take the fucking rap for sure. I'd probably be like, no, it was her.
Oh, if Leanne killed someone, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, babe. I love you.
You call immediately. You're like, okay, just go take a shower. Make sure you clean yourself.
Hold on. Let's
she's upstairs right now taking a shower.
Yeah, But would you cover up a murder for Christina? Because here's the thing. I'm like, Leanne murders someone, right?
Right.
And like our neighbor comes over, right?
Yeah.
And says something. You just towed my car, bitch. I'll fuck you up, and starts talking shit. And then Leanne pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, "Oh my God, I thought he had a gun. Bert, help me." I would part of me goes, I would definitely help her. But then the other part of me goes, I'd be like, hey, listen, we're not going to cover this up well. We're going to get caught. Why don't you just do the time?
Yeah.
And let me be with the girls. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, like, we're not going to cover up the murder. Great. Like, there's going to be something, we're going to leave something out.
Yeah. It's tough too. And also that's an impulse murder. You know, you didn't like premeditate. You got to like plan it out.
Impulse murder. There's so many loose ends on that.
Of course. Yeah. So, and also, I mean, the first thing right away is you're like, oh, did somebody in the immediate vicinity hear that gunshot? And is someone to come right now? And then you got to like.
Nest cam.
Yeah. You got to start going through the footage, drag that body through the house. So then when the cops do show up, they're like, did you hear a gunshot? You got to play dumb. Huh? I didn't hear anything.
I couldn't. How many of these women could you cut up and dispose of a body with?
With?
Where you wouldn't be like, I mean, I can't even put a fucking desk from IKEA together with Leanne.
Well, yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I think one.
Who?
The fucking hardcore one.
Really?
Yeah, I think she would be, like, Christina would be like, but
God damn it, I'm doing all the fucking work. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I feel like the
I don't think I could cut up a body.
The Spanish speaking one would do it.
I couldn't cut up a body. Cut up a body.
I mean, no, I think it'd be really hard to cut up a body.
How would you cut up a body?
I mean, if you had to do it, you definitely want a electrical, like a chainsaw or something. To do it like manually, it would be fucking crazy. So you got to break the bones. So you got to have like a hammer with you.
Hold on one second. Just type in, how do I dismember a body?
Well, yeah, but I'm telling you.
But you got to.
You definitely have to break those bones.
Okay, how many pieces do you cut it in?
Well, you'd want like to cut the hands off, cut the arms like at the elbow, cut them at the shoulder, and then you'd cut the head off.
So you just have a torso?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the heaviest part of me.
Cut the feet off, cut them at the knees. You're trying to make it a lot easier to dispose of.
Could you do that, you think?
No. You'd be fucking absolutely sick out of your mind.
Do you remember we just tried to process an emu when we were gagging?
Oh, man. A human being?
Oh, my God.
But the chainsaw did help a lot. I mean, if you had to do it.
A chainsaw is the way to go.
You got to have a chainsaw.
Chainsaw would be the fucking.
It'd be the shit. Yeah. If you killed that guy and then you had a chainsaw, yeah. Fuck, man. You got to have a room designated for that kind of shit.
Jeffrey Dahmer had people in his. That's Isla's favorite fucking podcast. Is this thing about like murder?
Mm-hmm.
And why do women like murder so much?
I don't know. Maybe because they feel like they're so vulnerable.
They're so close to getting murdered.
Well, like you realize that like we do this thing, your brain does it automatically for you as a man. Whenever you meet a man or you walk into a room, without you even thinking about it, your brain calculates, can that guy kill me? Right? Like
That's so funny.
Your brain just tells you all the time. Yeah. You're like, I can take that guy can kill me.
I walked into the fucking producing room. I just look around. I go, lollipops. Lollipops. I could lick every one of them.
But I think a woman walks through a lot of society going like, all these people can kill me if they want. Yeah. So that like you become like a potential victim all the time.
It's amazing that a woman would ever like challenge you in this dog park, knowing full well that's like crazy that you could be a psycho and just lose your fucking shit.
Yeah.
And beat her to death.
Mm-hmm. And the truth is, I wanted to.
I wanted to. I fucking. Oh man. I remember.
It's entitlement. I think makes me rage so fucking hard, like real genuine. You know, we do like jokey stuff. We joke, but like when someone really is like that, I just want to. I don't know. My blood just boils. You know. She's like, well, I decided to be over here. I was like, what? You know that this is designated for a reason, right? Yeah, but not to me. To me, it's okay.
Apply to me. Yeah, that makes me fucking crazy. I was in an elevator in Canada one time, and these two girls were talking French, and and I said, I heard the word étage, which means floor, but it's also the same word in Russian. I said, what language are you guys talking? And this girl goes, French. Know where the fuck you are, stupid. And I wanted to go, oh, I could just fucking make this whole elevator red right now. I can make this whole, if I wanted to paint this red with your blood, I can.
Yeah.
Both of your bloods. I'll beat you. But I just had to stand there and just stand there and go, cool.
Yeah. And there's like,
étage floor, please.
There's like,
poor favor,
1,300 men in the world who would have just beat their heads into the wall.
Oh, there's more. There's countries full of them. There are countries where that conversation does not happen that way.
Oh, yeah.
There are countries.
What? Yeah, they go, what?
Fucking.
Yeah,
oh,
crazy.
now we put a tire around you and light you on fire.
I know, it's crazy.
It's just fucking. I remember shaking. I was so angry.
Yeah.
Learn what country where you are, stupid.
You were in?
I was in fucking Montreal or whatever.
Oh.
And so like I guess I should have been paying it. I mean I just was like, actually I wasn't. I was in Edmonton. And I was like, and I forget that the fucking Canadians speak French.
Yeah.
They're slippery like that. I forget. They're fucking, you can't trust them, and you cannot trust Canadians.
Not at all.
Canadians
Not at all.
are the quickest to fucking
switch it on you.
And then all of a sudden, it's a revolution.
Yep.
They start talking in French to each other. Hey, I said, we get fatty right here. And you're like,
manger mon ami. Yeah.
Mon ami, mon amour.
Yep.
Donnez-moi tête. Ménage-toi. Donnez-moi tête.
Ouais.
Mangez-moi. When you buy a home, boy, you have a lot to juggle. Policy Genius makes it easy to get insurance quotes from the top companies so you can find the lowest price fast. That's so important. Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find and buy insurance you need. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com/cave. Answer a few quick questions. Policy Genius, I'm saying this so quick because it's so simple. Policy Genius is going to help you find the price estimate for the policy that fits your search. The Policy Genius team can look for ways to save you money. If you like what they find, they'll switch you over for free. They work for you, not them. That's what's great about Policy Genius. They have no bias, no favor to any one insurance company. And even after you're covered, the Policy Genius offers claim supports and easy reshopping to find savings when it's time to renew. They don't add extra fees. They don't sell your info to third parties. I'm telling you, if you're in this position with home or auto insurance, Policy Genius is where you need to go. Head to policygenius.com/cave to get your free home insurance quotes and see how much you can save.
For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. Now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. Me, the guy talking to you right now, I'm actually doing Italian. Why? Because my Spanish foundation makes it easier than learning a language I know nothing about, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can get access to podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Right now, save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/bears. That's BABBEL.com/bears for up to 60% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
This is my impression. Let's do some impressions today.
But I should warn the audience, you're really good at this.
This is my impression. Isn't it cool when, like, were we talking about chefs recently?
I don't know.
I think we were.
Okay.
Were we talking about, did you have good eating experiences with chefs?
Yes. And
okay. We talked
about
this.
So many. Holy shit. You know what fucking happened to us? We were in Rochester, New York, and I didn't think anything of what that would be like. Like, I figured there's when you tour as heavily as we do, you're in a lot of cities, and then you're in cities you're like, I guess we're just gonna pass through, right?
Rochester, by the way, it looks a lot like Serbia. Keep going.
So Rochester, by the way, it's a fascinating story about how a city really thrived at one point. I mean,
did it?
Well, like, Bausch and Lomb, Xerox, Kodak.
What?
We're all there. Kodak.
Pull up the history of Rochester. I didn't know this.
How many employees Kodak had at one point? In Rochester,
no.
60,000.
Wait, what were they doing?
That's like
just processing film?
I mean, it was an absolutely enormous company.
What's the story on Rochester?
But then here's the thing:
is that the state capital?
No,
that's Syracuse, right?
No, Albany.
Oh, it's Albany.
So, did you know though that Kodak is one of those cautionary tales in business? Because you go, this company is a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Enormous. 60,000 employees it's like a city within a city. You see like their headquarters and you're like, holy shit. Like it's enormous. Right? Yeah. So
Eastman, Kodak, Xerox, Bausch and Lomb, Wegmans, Gannett, Paychex, Western Union. Wow.
Yeah.
Ragu.
So these were all
Ragu?
Yeah.
Ragu.
Mm-hmm. So
why? What happened?
Here's one of the stories of Kodak.
Why is everyone laughing?
Because you went ragu.
Ragu. I love ragu.
Ragu.
Ragu is in the spaghetti sauce?
Uh-huh.
Ragu. I love ragu.
Ragu and hot sauce are the best. Yeah.
Ragu, man. Yeah. I could fucking go for some spaghetti.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So here you want to hear this? This is crazy.
Can I make an assessment real quick? These are all kind of brands that definitely
appeal to you.
No, but like Western Union now with like the Cash App.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're exactly right.
And so Kodak, obviously, I mean, these are all businesses that destroyed.
You're gonna shit with this detail.
Okay.
Kodak develops the digital camera in like the 70s and goes, we can't let this get out. It'll kill our business.
No.
And they don't patent it.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah. So digital cameras, obviously, so they invent it and don't even get to capitalize on it. Film becomes obviously less popular as digital photography grows. The company just shrinks, and now they have 2,000 employees, and they regularly have been selling off parts of the company for years now. So it had like an incredible decline.
Look at that Kodak symbol.
Yeah.
What are the odds that Kodak Black knows what Kodak is?
That's a good question.
He just got shot, you know that?
Again?
And no, he got shot at the Super Bowl.
He did?
Yeah, he got shot in the leg.
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah. And no, not at the Super Bowl.
In LA?
Yeah, in LA. There was you can see the video of him getting shot.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was on Melrose. Kodak Black shot.
What? There's footage
there's
of it?
Footage of it. It's right there. Kodak Black shooting.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
It's so funny if you said in 1972 a Kodak shooting. You would,
he's just like chilling. No way.
and then a fight breaks out.
I bet fights follow his ass.
Okay. Speed it up so we get to the fucking... If you said Kodak shooting, it means something totally different. He's totally drinking outside the club. I really enjoy Kodak Black.
You really enjoy him?
There's a part of him that is so Did that door just open backwards?
Yeah. Oh.
There we go. Boom. You got gun.
Who has the gun?
Right
that guy there?
Yeah. And then he shoots Kodak Black in the leg. Ow, fuck.
Oh, my God, dude. And then is that person dead right there?
No. I think
my God.
Drops a Bausch and Lomb.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
LA is wild, bro.
Who's this guy?
That's who's filming.
He has a helmet
Probably
on the whole time.
paparazzi or something, man. Those guys are always on their bikes and shit.
Oh yeah, it is paparazzi.
Yeah.
Kodak,
that is wild.
Yeah.
And right now he's like, man, this video's awesome.
Yeah, this guy's like, I lived. You know what's so funny is Kodak Black talked about the shooting and he's like, yeah, they got me. Like, I think that's what he said. I started watching it this morning. But like, there's a part of Kodak Black that is really untethered to the idea that like him and Boozy are like, they say what they say.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with them quite often, but I get a kick out of it. I get like excited.
Yeah.
Kodak Black the other day said he's gotten this woman pregnant, and he said, if this woman has a boy, I'm gonna let her be my girlfriend. But if she has a girl, it's just a baby mama. He's saying, in essence,
Yeah.
if it's a daughter, I don't give a shit about it. I don't really give a fuck about women. It's such a funny, but it's like he is taking what men think to the level that we think it, but don't say it sometimes, and he's just saying it. Like, have you ever seen the parties where the gender reveal parties? You ever see it?
Yeah.
They do pink, and the guys are like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That's Kodak Black, but he's just being very upfront about his feelings.
Yeah.
I really like. I mean, he's the reason he got shot is because what he said about Lauren London.
That's why he got shot?
That's what I'm assuming.
What did he say?
I don't even want to say it, but he said something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing Kodak Black. His words are often more accurate to what he feels, but he basically said he'll give her a year to get over the death of Nipsey Hussle.
Oh.
And then she can get it. Like I don't. She
fitting to be a whole widow out here. Okay.
Yeah, and basically he's like she's hot, man. I'll give her like a year. I'm paraphrasing because I don't.
Okay.
But and then I think he had to apologize. But Nipsey Hussle's gang is the biggest gang in Los Angeles. That is the most, from what I understand. I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm not being offensive. I don't know if Nipsey Hussle was in a gang, but I know he, was affiliated or something.
Sure.
But that gang exclusively is like the biggest, like toughest gang in all of LA.
And that's why they went out there to shoot him.
And they were like, and that's what Ice-T said. He was like, just so you know, they don't fuck around. Like the fucking gangs in LA are fucking next level. They do not fuck around.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking.
Yeah. I'm happy that gangs are back. There was like that. There was that real weak period for a while there, where everyone's like, "Do you remember gang violence?" And you're like, and now it's like it's fucking, it's on again. Respect, guys. Salute.
Do you think there's any gangs that listen to our podcast?
I don't know if the whole gang gets together, but surprise some gang members that have listened for sure. Yeah, I think so. Let's see what these white boys up to today. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Sure. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting that like how that gang culture lended itself to hip hop. Like it's interesting that is the thing, that is the permeation, that it's gang culture. Maybe not sports, you know?
Wait, what?
Like hip hop and gangs are like hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
But there's so many aspects of black culture that, like basketball.
Yeah.
Like there's so many aspects of hip hop and black culture that could have meshed, but gangs became the one thing that was dominant. Does that make sense? Like that gang members became rappers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, sure.
Like Snoop was a gangbanger.
Yeah.
The Game's a big fucking dude. Remember when I challenged him to a fight?
Yep.
He's a big fucking dude.
Probably wouldn't be a good idea.
I would love to be friends with him. You ever see the gang member and the professional boxer fighting in the casino?
Yes.
Is it interesting?
You never want to trade hands with a fucking actual fighter. It's just a whole different thing, man.
They know so much more about how their body should move.
Well, it's like it's instinct stuff, you know, like just the way they like slip punches and the combos and the speed of it all. Some dude who's just big and tough and throwing haymakers, it's, you know, you can fight another regular civilian and have that go your way, but if you're fighting a guy who's really boxed, you're fucked.
Dude, that's one thing I wish my dad had got me to do, is learn how to fight.
Yeah.
But my dad's like, just walk away from every fight. That's just all you need to know, is never get into a fight. I got into one fight in like 8th grade and I won, and I didn't feel like I won. Like I felt like a piece of shit. And my dad made sure to make me feel like a piece of shit.
For doing it?
Oh yeah. He was like, so he was like, do you feel like a man now? You feel like tough? You think that makes you tough? He was like, the guy wasn't that tough that I punched. And he was like, so what are you gonna like be a fighter now? He's like, and he like kind of humiliated me for getting into a fight in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, I thought I'd come home and he'd be like, you won? Nice. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, give me a bigger piece of steak today. Extra rare.
Yeah.
You deserve it. He just put me on a lead. But no, he humiliated me. Like if you ever said the F word, you know?
Yeah.
If I ever said that around my dad, he would light me up.
Really?
Oh yeah. He didn't like that. And my dad was like, my dad's progressive in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like, but not like he just, I remember saying it because it was like the word. I learned it when I moved in this new neighborhood. All the boys, when I was 10, that's when I first heard that word for the first time. Slumber party at someone's house, and then they called one of the kids a bundle of sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember came home and I called my sister that. She was 8.
Yeah. I called my sisters all the names. Yeah. Everything. So fucking bad.
And so I remember my dad, he fucking lit me up. He's like, what are you afraid? You afraid you're gay? You like boys? Is that what it is? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? You know, only homophobic people say that. People that are afraid they're gay. They're gay. If you're then, look, I'll love you if you're gay. I'm 10 years old. I'm like I fucking just heard it, okay?
Yeah.
He's like, don't say that word. Don't say that. Don't fucking say that word in this house.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't like that. My dad's like, he's he's very, very, I'm sure he's okay with me saying this, very anti-Trump. Very anti-Trump. Like I can't argue from the center with my dad, because he's like all the fucking alt comics. Like, you can't just also argue from the center, because all they hear is you're alt right.
Yeah.
And so and I can't even do that to my dad. And my dad knows I have voted Democrat my whole entire life. Never once voted Republican once. My dad is that far Like he's like very, very liberal. Like he's
Really?
lost friends over it.
I didn't realize that.
But he's also, I mean, he's a regular person. So like I see the things that he doesn't know that he's doing that is not super progressive. You know, like I see certain things, but he has some blind spots, but he definitely, you couldn't say the fucking, he didn't like those words, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably good, man.
Yeah.
We couldn't, weren't allowed to curse. We could say racial slurs, but we couldn't like say any cursing. You know?
That's amazing how prevalent racial slurs were growing up. Like just in Florida.
It's the way it should be, man.
But like
Florida is wild though,
like,
dude.
and it's so crazy because like now that I live in LA, like, and obviously everyone we're surrounded with is very progressive minded. To even explain your childhood sounds horrific. To go like, hey man, I was just a kid. I was just hanging out. Like I was the fucking kid.
I had a different perspective than you because you grew up there.
Yeah, and you came down there.
I moved there, and I moved there at 14. So yeah, you have like some worldview already.
Oh, I didn't have any worldview.
But I'm saying like of like other cultures and places and the way, and the just casual nature of people's racism in Florida is eye-opening if you just like arrived. You're like
At 14.
Yeah, you're like, what's going on? And people are like, what?
Yeah.
And you're like, you guys just talk like this? And they're like, yeah.
Oh, and dudes' grandmas.
One of the wildest things I ever heard was someone's grandma at a party at her house. And she just fucking, man, I can't even repeat it. And and I was just like, that's your grandmother? And they're like, yeah, she's old. I'm like, oh my God.
I remember being in someone's grandmother's car. We were freshmen in high school. She pulled up to the gas station, full serve, and she yelled out the window, fill her up on unleaded and send out to do my windows. And I remember being in the car going, and no one questioned her.
Yeah.
No one said anything.
That's the part that gets you though. It's not just that somebody says something wild, like, and that's at 14 where I was like, huh? It's that everyone else is like, yeah.
Yeah.
You want something to drink? And you're like,
Crazy. And by the way, what's crazy is like, the racial slurs that I heard most growing up were usually anti-Hispanic.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with all Hispanic kids. And so that, like, I mean, anything to like, especially
when they found out that I was, because I'm fair skin and blue eyes, and then like they're like, "Are you a spick?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "Did you know Tom's a spick?" And I'm like, "Hi guys." And they would like bring me oranges and shit, and they'd be like, Did your family pick this today? And I was like, cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, there was a big, the big one for us was Cuban versus Puerto Rican. Like if the Cuban kids, we had one Puerto Rican kid in our high school. We had more than one, but they didn't like, one guy was definitely Puerto Rican. I think about him a lot, oddly enough, because he got into an accident when we were in high school, when we were 16. And he got into an accident. He came to school that day in the morning. He came to school and he had this weird look on his face. I said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah." You know what's crazy? Is right before I got into that accident, I kept thinking, driving's a little bit like a video game. I was like, really? He's like, I kept thinking, this is like a little bit like a video game. And he goes, and I guess I just like lost control and I almost died in the thing. And he was like, it's not like a video game. So I think about him saying that to me a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna avoid all the things they would say, but we always had kids that were part Cuban that looked like you. Troy and Dean, I've talked about them before. Their mom was Cuban.
Yeah.
Like that. So yeah, the N-word wasn't something that kids my age said, Like that wasn't a big thing.
Yeah.
And it was also like what part of Tampa you lived in, was where that word got said. Oddly enough, if you lived in the very wealthy areas of Tampa or in the very poor areas of Tampa, for white people.
Yeah.
That's what white people said it. In Carrollwood, in like the middle class, I don't think it was very prevalent. But it was conjoined with other words, like, you know, like knocking. like that was where you heard it. You know, I lived in a very poor white neighborhood. Not very poor now, but I look back, it is. When I drive through it today,
yeah,
I go, shit, I lived here. Like now I drive through it. I took my kids through it. We were in Tampa. I drove my kids through it. So that's my first house. And they're like, you lived here? And I was like, yeah, it was great. We lit a kid on fire over there. It was fucking.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is there were Asian people all around us.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's next door to us were Asians. Right across the street were Asians. Down the street were Asians. Like there was a big Asian community in this poor white neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's this going?
This episode is brought to you by ShipStation. Online shopping isn't slowing down anytime soon. Is your business ready to keep up the pace with ShipStation? You'll never worry about shipping again. Make the switch to a solution that handles all your shipping needs quickly, affordably, and painlessly. ShipStation is already trusted by over 100,000 e-commerce sellers. I know we've used it here, and people have raved about the ease of using that interface, seeing what has to go out, which carrier is going to ship it. You can save money when you compare carrier options and choose the best shipping solution every time. Save your sanity knowing your orders are handled and you're getting the best rates. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. It's that good. Ship more in less time with ShipStation. Just go to shipstation.com/cave to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Visit shipstation.com/cave. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
This podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. And you can skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Get farm-fresh, seasonal produce and easy-to-make recipes delivered right to your door. Ingredients travel from the farm to your doorstep in under a week, so you know they're fresh. They always arrive fresh. All that without a trip to the grocery store. It's all about convenience with HelloFresh. Not only do the ingredients come pre-portioned so you don't overbuy or waste food, and that's true about that. I swear to God, you make a meal for 4, everyone eats it. Maybe you have a little bit of leftovers and then you throw it in the fridge, and then you got a meal in the morning. It's so great with HelloFresh. Their chefs know how to diversify the menu with seasonal recipes like salmon limon, pasta primavera, and you can pick from 50 different weekly options. Skip weeks when you don't want to, change your delivery date, or update your preferences, all in the HelloFresh app. I love HelloFresh. I've said this a million times. It's an opportunity for me to sit down with my daughters and my wife and have dinner and talk. And there's nothing better than dinner with your family. There is nothing better. Go to HelloFresh.com/cave16 and use the code CAVE16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Go to HelloFresh.com/cave16 and use the code CAVE16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh. Literally America's #1 meal kit. My mouth's watering talking about them. What was it? Hold on. Did you have a perspective with your mom being
a spick?
No, but your mom was, did she feel like she fit in when she got to South Florida?
No.
Really?
She never felt like she fit in anywhere here.
In America?
No.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, she's like, she's a different person when she's around Latin people. Totally. You see her personality change completely.
Really?
Yeah, I think she always had like, some level of insecurity, which I understand. I mean, imagine you come over here, you go to another country when you're 30.
She came over here when she was 30?
Yeah. And like,
wait, how old was she when she had you?
When she had me? She came over here when she was 32.
Hold on, how did you just get older?
How'd she get older?
No, where were you born?
In Cincinnati.
Okay, but she had you in Cincinnati, right?
She had me in Cincinnati when she was probably 35.
Holy shit! Your mom had kids in her 40s.
No, she had her last one at Jane at 39. So yeah, it's like you come over to it. Imagine if you moved to another country at 32 and you don't speak the language. She didn't speak English, you know.
She didn't speak English?
No, she knew like 20 words.
Did your dad speak Spanish?
None.
He spoke Korean, no, Vietnamese, right? Didn't he? Why did I feel like your dad spoke Vietnamese?
Because he killed a bunch of them. I don't know. No, he did not speak Vietnamese. He would casually use that word a lot.
So your mom came here not speaking the language, and then gets down to South Florida where everyone speaks Spanish.
But we weren't to be honest, we weren't properly in South Florida, which would have been a different experience.
Yeah.
You know, we were still a little bit above that. You know, we were an hour north of Palm Beach. So we were kind of central, but not central state, like central coast.
I bet your mom was a smoke show in her 30s.
It's very pretty. She's very pretty. But
You got any pictures?
yeah, I do. I'll send you some.
Okay.
Huge tits. Do
you think you fell in love with Christina because you guys are both children of immigrants?
No, but I'm sure it plays a part. Like, you know, there's a reason like you align with somebody, and I'm sure like that our parental experiences, like she has two immigrant parents. You know, me having one, there's definitely things that you connect on, like you bond over that, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my dumb fucking parent said this today. And that's, you know, that's like I think all kids of immigrants are always like kind of nodding at that kind of stuff, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do your sisters identify, like, are you the, like, never mind.
What?
I don't think I'm going to make, this isn't going to come out right.
Am I the spickiest of my siblings?
That's what I meant to say. Do they speak Spanish?
So Maria speaks okay. She doesn't use it enough. I mean, neither do I, to be honest. Jane understands a lot, like refuses to speak. Refuses. I've never heard her say a word.
Really?
Understands a lot because you just hear it so much, you know?
Yeah.
So there, you get that a lot in children of immigrant parents of all backgrounds. I mean, there's people watching and listening right now. They have Persian parents, French parents, Arabic, whatever, that you go, yeah, of course I understand because that's all I hear. But you have to actually speak to get good at speaking. So I probably speak the best of my siblings because I've spoken the most.
Yeah.
I spent
because
more
you're a man
time
and people want to hear what you have to say.
Exactly. No, I spent time in South America. I studied abroad.
We're in South America, Peru?
Yeah.
Lima?
I spent time in Lima, yeah, a lot of time.
Did you ever go to Machu Picchu?
3 times.
No.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I want to go to Machu Picchu.
It's really worth it.
Pull it up. I want to see Machu Picchu. Maybe
It
I'll
is
go next
worth it.
week.
You know?
Do I have to train for it?
No. It's fucking rad. It's up in the mountains, man.
And your mom went to high school in Machu Picchu?
That's where she went to school right there. Yeah.
Has your mom been to Machu Picchu?
Yes.
Have you been back to Peru with your mom?
Yes.
That's a fucking badass city.
That's pretty cool.
You know what's crazy about Peru, which I learned? I was listening to a podcast. Maybe it was called The Conquerors, and it was that the soldiers, when they went, they were like, "Oh, we'll just go fuck up Peru real quick," and like the Spaniards, and they're like, "Let's go get them."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, I can't fucking breathe,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Jesus Christ, how the fuck?" And so then there were a lot of places that were safe because people couldn't get to them.
It's way up there. I mean, you will have a headache when you first arrive in Cusco. So you fly, you don't land in Machu Picchu. You go to Cusco, right? Which is like an old city in the Andes. And the elevation is up there, and it fucks with people the first day.
What's the elevation of Machu Picchu?
Let me see.
I fucking hate elevation.
Yeah. That's up there.
That's up there. That's pretty. I can do that though.
You can do it. So Cusco is not that high, but that's where you first go to.
See what the elevation of Matterhorn is.
What is it?
This is the highest elevation I've ever been at.
Matterhorn? What's that?
Matterhorn. It's in there. It's in. Yeah, I was at 12,000 feet. I think.
Yeah.
No, I can maybe 10,000 feet. So we climbed. We went skiing right adjacent to Matterhorn.
Okay.
And you could see the peak of Matterhorn from where we were standing, and it's higher than where we were, but that we went hella skiing one time, and motherfucker, I that's probably the most difficult I've ever had catching my breath. It was like insane.
Yeah, those when you first arrive. I mean, I'm sure it was like that there, but like, do you remember having headaches? I had bad headaches, and they give you like coca tea, like tea leaves, and they it's like a tea that you drink, and it actually kind of alleviates the headache and the nausea.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I had I fucking, I think it's because I party too, but I can feel it when we're on our bus and we're going through the fucking Rockies, and I feel we're at elevation, and I'm just like, what's the fucking and I have it on my phone. That's how much elevation fucks with me.
Yeah.
And when we went hella skiing, I could not. We were in like, I'll say 4 feet of powder because that's what it felt like. Probably 2 feet of powder. Like you could not put your snowboard on because it was sunk. Everything was sunk into the snow.
Yeah.
And it was not enjoyable, super exhausting, fucking terrifying. I don't know who could do it. I wasn't my favorite experience of skiing. And then you just in Switzerland, you're at elevation.
Yeah.
Fucking elevation sucks.
Yeah, you got to adjust to
What's
it.
our elevation here in Austin, do you think?
I don't think
It's weird. There's sneaky cities that you don't know are elevated. Like Albuquerque's at 5,000 feet.
Really?
Yeah, I think Albuquerque's at 5,000 feet.
What's Austin's elevation?
I'll tell you.
Know.
I'm pretty. I
can't imagine it's much, but I don't know.
I got an altimeter on my fucking phone and 656 feet.
Okay. So that's not much at all.
Yeah, elevation fucks with you. I want to do one of those, not deprivation tanks. What are the ones where they put you in the bell, and they take you down below fathoms?
I don't know.
And then they fill you with oxygen, and it refixes you.
It refixes you?
It would replenish. I was going to say replenish, and then it's not replenish. What is it called? Does someone know the word of that thing?
Is it hyperbaric?
Hyperbaric chambers. Yeah, type in a hyperbaric chamber.
Well, hyperbaric chamber, it's full of oxygen, right?
Hyperbaric therapy, Austin. Yeah, you just found it. You just said it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Kuya's got one. But they take you in. Rogan did this.
Yeah.
They take you in. They put you at like 4 fathoms below in this fucking.
What is a fathom? What are you talking about? What is it?
It's like 100 feet or something, or 10 feet, 20 feet. I don't know.
They lower you?
They lower you.
Really?
Yeah. They take you below sea level.
I thought they just closed the fucking.
No. They close it, but then they pressurize it so that you're under.
Mimics being that?
What?
It mimics?
It mimics it. It's how you get rid of the bends also.
Oh.
But they take you in. I think they do it for a lot of people with going through cancer. I think what it does is it allows more oxygen to get into your cells because you're getting pure oxygen and your cells are open to it. They're like expanded or whatever. So it fixes you. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd love to do it, except I think I'd get claustrophobic. I think they'd have to drug me.
Do it. Do drugs.
I don't know if you can do drugs and then do that.
I'm sure you can.
I remember one time I did diving lessons, like scuba diving lessons, and I was having panic attacks until I took a Xanax, and I was like, this, you're not supposed to scuba dive on Xanax. Like, you definitely want to have your wits about you.
I think for scuba diving, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and I get
But sitting in a hyperbaric chamber, you could probably be high.
I would love to be high.
Oh, I didn't even finish saying this earlier.
What?
That I was in Rochester.
Chefs.
Yes.
Chefs.
And
God damn it, I'm fucking bad.
yeah, we ended up, a lot of times in these times you just go
I
like,
should do a talk show called What Were We Talking About?
yeah. You go like, what's the best place to eat, right? Like what's awesome here? And so I found out that Rochester has like a bunch of good restaurants. So the first night we go to a place called Red, when the chef there worked at Michelin star places in like Napa, California.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he like really is a top tier chef. And then he's from Rochester, moved back there and basically opened a place that is that level of cuisine.
Really?
So it was phenomenal.
Am I in Rochester soon, Nadav? Do you know?
And then the next night,
I think I'm doing Poughkeepsie and that whole run. I bet I'm in Rochester.
You got to go. The next night we went to Vern in Rochester, which was also outstanding.
Durham, North Carolina. Keep going. I want to go to these restaurants if you went there.
Bro.
Yeah, I got Worcester.
Yeah.
I'm not in Rochester. Albany. I'm not in Rochester? You fucking kidding me?
Wait. You no?
Salt Lake
Did
City.
I not see that?
Grand Junction, Columbus, Nashville, Baltimore, University Park, Portland. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. The Greek, May 5th. Vancouver, Hollywood. The fuck am I doing in Hollywood?
You're doing the improv.
When? Why? Wait, what do you... Hang on. How is that on my fucking calendar?
I don't know. In July?
Who am I doing the... Why am I doing the... Wait, why am I... Hold on. Why am I... What does that say? With who? How the fuck have they booked the Hollywood Improv? That's from last year.
Oh.
That's from last year. I was like, how the fuck did they know that? So
Are those all last year?
Well,
at
all
a
the
certain
Hollywood
point?
Improvs.
But I mean,
Oh, I bet they all are. All those July dates.
yeah, probably, right?
Cobb's Energy Center,
Yeah, you were
Atlanta.
just at-
yeah,
yeah.
good
So
job.
You need to tell them to.
No, yeah.
You're like, I pay someone for
Bang
that.
up job, crew.
Yeah.
So here's the interesting thing I think about chefs, right?
Yeah.
I feel kin to chefs because we are delivering a product that tries to enrich your life.
Yeah.
When we do stand up, our only goal is to make sure you have a better time.
Yeah.
Because of us. And
Yeah.
chefs do that.
Yeah.
However, chefs do it in a much more intimate way because they go inside your mouth.
Yeah.
So like they get to, but here's the crazy thing. I was trying to think of, because sometimes we miss a target
Yeah.
and we're like, and people are like, and get the exact opposite feeling.
Yeah.
And they're like, I came to have a good night of comedy and now I hate you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, does that happen to chefs?
For sure.
Food poisoning?
Well, just that, or like didn't like the food, didn't like the experience, didn't like the ambiance, didn't like my server, didn't like people get upset about all kinds of things in restaurants. These experiences though were crazy. Red and Vern, and then speaking of chefs, I don't even know if did I tell you this, Nadav? Because when we did Tom Talks with Jose Andres, he hit me up.
Oh,
He's
did he
like-
do a private meal for you?
He's like, when you come into DC, like I'd love to feed you and your crew. And I was like, what? And I realized I had two in one day, and then we were out of DC. It was the end of the week, and I was like, fuck. Because if it would have been like we were talking about, if you have a one show night, you can be like,
Oh, fuck.
and it's a Sunday, so my first show's at 5.
Why are you doing that?
Because on a Sunday, a lot of times your first show you go on sale with is 8 because you're thinking you're just doing one.
Yeah.
It sells out, and they go, if you want to add, you got to add early. You can't add late on a Sunday.
I can, but I do all my shows at 7.
Yeah, but on a Sunday, you're probably more likely to do, like, people are less likely to go out to like a 10 on a Sunday. You know, I don't know. So they added early, and anyway, I was like, well, the only thing I can do is have lunch, and we went to Jaleo.
You went to lunch with this guy?
No, he set me. He's in Ukraine, feeding people with World Central Kitchen. So yeah, that's who Jose Andres is. But like,
Jesus.
He set me up at Jaleo, and holy shit, they designed a fucking menu for us.
For real?
Oh my god, it's all Spanish cuisine. It's Jaleo. It was fucking unbelievable, man. So goddamn good.
We had this woman come to our show in, I forget where the fuck we were, in Savannah, or Charleston, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Charleston, I think. Her name's Mary Brent.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a meal, and she specializes, I'm going to fuck this up. She specializes in open flame cooking. She is a chef consultant for TV shows where they cook outside. Like where like if they have a show where they're like Man vs. Wild or whatever, she is the chef consultant that comes in on that show and maybe kind of helps them figure out this is how you cook a turtle or whatever, you know? And so I'm sure if she's listening to this, she's rolling over it going like, that's not what I do. You don't listen.
This sounds like Bert describing a situation.
Chef Mary Brent, what's her name?
Mary Brent. Isn't that from the...
Mary Brent Galen. She's an expedition chef. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
She's an expedition chef. So it's totally different. But this is her, like, she flies in helicopters and goes out in the fucking jungle and cooks for crews and stuff. So she did an open flame meal for us and just cooked everything open flame outside our bus, like on a fucking big grill, and just fucking it was. I got so sick between shows. I ate so much fucking food. And
this always happens when you get access to
something. I ate so fast,
bro. You know, I try not to even eat before shows.
I'm never gonna eat again.
And I fucking never drink. You know, I do every show sober.
Yeah.
We show up at Jaleo and they are just bringing out, I mean, plate after plate. It was like we did the sushi thing, but it's full Spanish tapas. And I was like, and then they're like, this wine pairs well with this and this. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do 2 shows? I had to start just going like, I'll have a sip of the wine. I can't drink the full glass.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fucking hammered and full and shit myself on stage. It was such an amazing experience though, man.
This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. People don't always realize the physical symptoms that show up with stress. I'm reading this realizing this is me. Headaches, teeth grinding. I grind my teeth. Whew. I wake up, my neck's sore, my head hurts, and my jaw hurts. I'm like, I've never more connected with Reed in my entire life. The point is, stress shows up in all kinds of ways. And in a world that's telling you to do more, sleep less, grind all the time, did they write this read for me? Here's a reminder to take care of yourself. Holy shit, I'm going to cry reading this. Do less and maybe try some therapy. Holy shit, man. If you're connecting with this read the way I am, where I always feel like I have to be on the go, I have to be doing it, I have to be working, I have to be hustling, and then all of a sudden I wake up and I'm literally, my jaw hurts, my cheek hurts, my neck hurts, my back hurts, because I have so much goddamn stress in my fucking life. Try therapy. I'm not even joking. Try therapy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video. I'm trying to crack my jaw as we talk. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to, which is fucking awesome. It's more affordable than in-person therapy, so you can be matched with a therapist in just under 48 hours. Give it a try and see if online therapy helps lower your stress. It will. It really will. God, man, I've been pushing it too hard. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and 2 Bears, 1 Cave listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/bears. That's BetterHelp.com/bears.
I can't drink before a show. I mean, I'm doing it right now, but like I have a show in Pensacola tonight. But like I can't go on stage drunk.
No.
I fuck it up. Like I can have drinks this afternoon when I fly.
Yeah.
If I got to take a nap when I get there, get up, have coffee. One show tonight so I can get through one show. And after watching Earthquake Special, I'm super excited to do stand up.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's inspiring.
Yeah. And so
That's the best thing, by the way, is people seeing, when you do stand up, seeing great stand up is actually the biggest thrill. It makes you go like, I want to do stand up. I want to write something again. I want to get up there and like, because you get excited by watching the great stuff.
And the great ones are like Jenna Jameson when she was doing porn, she was so good.
Yeah.
Like there was something different that she did. Like the way she had sex, it was like she meant it.
It's like she loved having sex.
Yeah. You know, she can't walk.
What?
Yeah, Jenna Jameson got some like kind of crazy disease and she can't walk right now. I've been following her on Instagram. By the way, she looks better than when she was in porns these days. Like these days she looks great. Jenna can't lose.
Is that her?
Jenna can't lose.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. Jenna can't lose.
She can't walk?
Yeah, she's got some weird. Go to that picture of her with the hospital bracelet on, and then click it, and then read the thing.
Thank you for your well wishes. I'll be out of here as soon as I get back. Love you. What's the next one to the right? Say go to sweat. No, yeah, do that. I thought
old school Jenna.
Oh, okay. Fuck, man.
She looks. By the way, she looks fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
she does look fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
she looks great, but she's been going through some health. I've been following her. I follow a lot of my favorite porn stars. She's going through some health battles.
Who are a lot of your favorite porn stars?
I follow all of my favorite porn stars.
That's a nice photo there.
There you go. She posted one of Nadav.
How about right above that? Yeah.
Feeling grateful. Is she Jewish?
Looks like it.
She's sexy.
What's up?
I guess maybe she beat it. I don't know, because these pictures don't look like.
Who's this? Her guy now?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's he? Let's see.
I don't know. They moved to Hawaii, and
what's his handle there? What's it? Or don't have to say it, but just click it.
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Holy fuck! What happened? Who is this? Oh, that's
him. Okay.
Oh,
and then does he have a bunch of pictures with her?
I think they have a kid.
Oh, really? Oh, some real J stuff there for you, Nadav.
Yeah,
Great.
Oh, I thought that was a snake around his hand.
Well, a lot of them have it.
Yeah, they live in Hawaii now, but she went through some really bad medical stuff, and she couldn't use her legs. Her legs weren't working. That's fucking terrifying.
That's sad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fucking scary.
All right, we should wrap up, man.
Okay, let's wrap up. But let's look at our list and see if there's any subjects we didn't touch on, because we'll never talk about these.
Okay.
You never told me about touring with the Buffalo Bills.
The tour of the Bills facility.
Yeah.
Was so fucking awesome. This is my favorite thing to do on the road now.
It's been, I did it for the Packers and I did it for the Bucks.
I love it, dude. I fucking love
awesome.
it.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. They upgraded like their indoor practice facility and the clubhouse part of it, and they gave us like this amazing tour, locker room, weight room. I mean, it's like all bad, like what you want to see. Like this is a pro fucking locker room and weight room. Nicest staff. Like let us run around, throw on the field. They gave us a bunch of like official swag. It was fun, man. It was really fun.
That's great.
And they have a top-notch facility. It was really cool to see. I love it. I loved it.
Awesome.
I got to
butt fucking in the tub.
Oh, so Mike Cronin and Sean Nix, who were out on tour with me.
I heard they butt fucked in the tub.
Well, they started going like, we're gonna do this series. I was like, what is it? And they go, it's called Butt Fuck in a Bathtub. And I go, what is it? And they're like, it's that. Like we're gonna fuck in like different rooms. And I'm like, okay. And then they were like complaining. They go, you got us, like when people are not grateful, you got us hotel room without a bathtub. And I'm like, sorry. And they go, so now we can't butt fuck in a bathtub, so we're gonna fuck in a shower. So then they did like they filmed themselves fucking around, like playing with each other's dicks.
I saw that. Yeah.
In the shower. And they said they're just gonna start like fucking around in different like environments, you know.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'll support it. You guys put it on a Patreon.
Yeah.
I said I had a meeting with UTA. We were talking about doing stuff for Patreon, and I was like, I already do so much stuff. I feel like I don't know if I have time to do more stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of cool. Like I just signed up for Patreon. I like got the app and got my thing. Mm-hmm. I started going through like the Cumtown Boys and Tim Dillon. Yeah. Like there's a lot of cool stuff on there, and so I was like, I don't mind the extra content. I consume a lot of content, and I was like, but I don't know if I have time. I have time to create another project to put on.
Oh my God.
What you call it? And then I was like, and then I said, I wouldn't mind doing tasteful nudes on OnlyFans, and just have like send them to someone to kind of clean them up and Photoshop them a little bit. But it's my body, but it's been worked over a little bit.
Worked over?
Yeah. And I said, and they were like, that's a brilliant idea. And I went, and Leanne's like, we got off the phone. Leanne's like, did your team just greenlight you doing nudes on OnlyFans? I was like, yeah.
Dude, if you started putting out like real XXX content,
Like this is the first one I want to put out. Okay.
you jacking off?
I would, by the way, I would.
I would
totally-
sign up for your OnlyFans immediately.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, how much money do you think I can make on OnlyFans if I put tasteful fucking nudes? Like tasteful, like really art, like get a fucking photographer and put out fucking tasteful fucking nudes.
I don't know.
What do you think? Okay, this is the first one I want to. This is what I'd like to open with. Let me see if I can find it. God damn it, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I barely see anything these days.
You could really make some money, Bert.
I think I could.
I think you could too. Is this going to be something that I regret seeing?
No.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the first one.
Yeah.
Here, Nadav, can you see this? So like, but I'd clean that up even more. Like make me a little skinnier, airbrush me so that I'm look tanner.
So would you have someone do it professionally?
I'd take it to like the people that do the cover of GQ.
Yeah.
And then go, hey, do that to me, but
Yeah.
and then also take care of my cock. Like make sure my cock looks nice.
Yeah. You don't want it to look too.
I don't want it to look like that one's too big.
Yeah. Too
That was
silly.
that was really like penis pumped it up. And
Yeah.
I maybe I'll just penis pump it.
Yeah.
I still have that penis pump, and just do like.
Just a good fluffing.
How often do you think I'd like Nadav? You'd want to subscribe to this channel. How often would you want to see a nude? Like once a week?
I think once a week is a good pace.
Once a week, OnlyFans, and it's like, and they're nudes that tell a story.
Yeah.
So if I arced it, and I was like, so like hypothetically saying like the first nude we get, I'm covering my eyes, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're like, what's
going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then the next nude, I'm peeking around a corner.
Yeah.
And so that they build throughout
But
the
you
year.
got to jack off eventually.
I'll have one with my dick in my hand.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone want to see at least one, full release.
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? You hear me, you see me, but you don't see my face.
Oh, nice.
So it's just down here.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm the
yeah.
machine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the machine.
Oh,
When I was 22, I got involved with the Mommy. Here's what happened.
yeah. Do you know how many women just came listening to this show right now?
Do you think what percentage of women that are fans of mine would want to see me naked?
Most.
You do this to me all the time. You're Tom Cruising me. You're making me, I believe you. Like with the fucking leather pants. Someone hit me up and like, hey man, do not wear leather pants on your special.
Why?
And I was like, why? And they're like, Tom's fucking with you.
No, I'm
you
not.
should not wear leather pants on your special.
I'm not fucking with you.
Did you see Kevin Hart's Gucci pants?
No.
They're fucking badass.
Get those.
Yeah, but Gucci.
Okay, pull up Kevin Hart's Gucci pants.
Kevin Hart, Earthquake, and Dave Chappelle took a picture. It was on Kevin Hart's Instagram.
Go to his
And he has
Instagram.
these Gucci pants on. They're so fucking cool. Do you think scroll? You'll see there they are.
Yeah.
There they are. Look at these Gucci pants.
Oh, you can definitely rock those.
Dave Chappelle's an interesting fashion icon. Like he has such a different fashion sense, Like he doesn't seem like a guy who would be fashionable, but he is.
Who's
you know what I
that?
mean? Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
Like he is fashionable. Like he's
Yeah.
into certain things. But he doesn't seem like a
You fucking commented, hey, Segura, we need Gucci pants stat.
I did. I forgot I did that. Fuck, did anyone? Shit, I did write that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need some Gucci pants.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Earthquake Special again on the plane today.
I feel like watching it. Yeah.
Last one, Josh Potter.
Yeah.
I toured with Josh Potter.
Yeah.
A fucking blast. We went and played disc golf, and he said, I don't think I'm going to play. And I said, why? And he said, because I'm blind. It's really hard to play these types of games for me because I can't see where I'm going. And I went, oh, we'll just tell you where to go. And it was fucking hilarious. Every tee shot, he's like, where should I throw it? We're like, just throw it as hard as you can. It'll be fine. And he ended up beating my cousin Andrew.
He did?
He beat my cousin Andrew, who can totally see. He can totally see. Josh would be at the thing going, I can't see the pin. And we're like, just over by my voice, Josh. And he'd be like, uh-huh. And then we got fucked up on the flight home. I mean, fucked up, beyond fucked up on that flight home.
He, so we had, you and I had dinner, and then we were talking about it, and you go, yeah, he kept saying, this is very different than how Tom tours. And so I called him, and I go, how'd you, he goes, oh, yeah, I had a great time with Bert. It was awesome. We had so much fun. And I go, how different was it than how when you tour with me? And he goes, well, I sleep a lot more with you. Like, and I was like, yeah.
Night.
And then he goes, and then, you know, a bus or a flight with you, he's like, it's like being in a nice hotel. And I go, and he goes, with Bert, it's kind of like a barn.
We had him. We got on. We took a private home in the middle of the night because I had to be home for something. So and we got a fucking steal on it. Cross country, we had to make a stop, but we got a deal on it. So I was like, fuck yeah, it makes sense. I flew everyone home.
Yeah.
We got so fucked up on that flight that John Manns, my cameraman, he said he doesn't remember getting off the plane. He just remembers that next Monday. Like he doesn't remember any of the thing. He had said the funniest thing one time. We were all sitting on we were all in the bus one night and we're talking about getting someone pregnant. Has anyone ever gotten anyone pregnant? And we were like, and I was like, I thought I did in college, but she wasn't pregnant. And then we were like, oh yeah, that was a close call. And John goes, I had a close call once. And we're like, yeah. We're like, what happened? He's like, luckily she took care of it. We're like, that's not a close call.
Yeah.
Call it abortion.
Yeah.
Luckily she took care of it.
Yeah.
You missed it. Oh, fuck.
All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
We love you guys.
Love
with
you.
all our heart. Look at these fucking arms. God damn it. I look like a fucking savage. If Stylebender just saw me, he'd be like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. He would be scared right now.
Like this is a lot of man.
Dude,
Brock
yeah.
Lesnar.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right, great episode, man.
All right, great episode. Get those pants, buddy.
Yep.
All right.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 Bears, 1 Cave. No scripts, a bit of booze, amateur partology. Dirty jokes, raunchy humor, no apologies. Here's what we call 2 Bears, 1 Cave.